What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How you doing today? Hope you're safe. Today we are back with another top 5 trending young guns. This time it's for the month of March 2024. The trade deadline is officially passed and the playoff race is officially on. We'll be discussing 5 young guns that I see trending currently in the market. As per usual, please keep in mind this is not financial advice. Please invest in sport cards at your own risk. All prices in this video will be in US dollars for PSA 10 young guns, and all the graphs are courtesy of Sport Card Investor, not a sponsor or anything. This is just my list. This is not the right list. It's possible I may miss someone. If there's someone not on the list that I did miss, make sure you leave a comment down below. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and please free change your mind at any time. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed, and yeah, let's start the list off with number 5. All right, kicking off our list at number 5 is going to be someone that I'm surprised to see trending right now. That is Connor Ingram of the Arizona Coyotes. Now, Connor Ingram, as of late, has been playing great. I think this might have just been a spike sale. Early on in the season, Connor Ingram looked great. He was playing fantastic. But as of late, it's been about a 50-50 split between Ingram and Velmelka. And Ingram hasn't been playing as well as he was early in the year. But I could see the argument for Ingram being a goaltender of the Coyotes' future. Him and Velmelka, that is. And yeah, he has had a good season overall, so I can get behind that. Now, Connor Ingram has had himself a breakout season in Arizona, registering a .910 save percentage over 42 games. But I don't know how much I'm willing to put into an Arizona Coyotes goaltender, and like sport card wise, because I don't know. I just don't think Connor Ingram's like going to be their franchise goaltender or anything. So I think this is a clear selling opportunity. And we'll take a look at that now with the graph. Now, looking at his graph for his PSA 10 Young Guns, like I said, I think this is a clear selling opportunity because this to me screams spike sale. $51 US. If you could get that for Connor Ingram PSA 10 Young Guns, I think you take it, unless I'm completely missing something. If you guys think Connor Ingram's a franchise goaltender of the Arizona Coyotes, how much value does that really have in the hobby? Like, it's the least popular team in the league. It's possible they might even get moved next season. I just don't see how Connor Ingram's going to be the franchise guy for the Coyotes, and if he is, are people going to care? I don't know. I think this is a clear selling opportunity in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If some of you disagree, let me know your reasons. All right, up next, our number 4 spot isn't as black and white for me as Connor Ingram was. Our number 4 spot is going to be Alexis Lafreniere of the New York Rangers. His Young Guns is currently trending, and it's because he's playing better. He's getting better. He's improving as a hockey player. Now, is he going to be a superstar? I don't know. It's possible he could still develop those superstar traits we all thought he had when he was drafted. Now, is it likely? I don't know. Like, I don't know what to think of Lafreniere anymore. He's been so disappointing to now he's playing pretty solid. He looks like he's going to be a solid top 6 forward no matter what. So take with that what you will. He's on a popular team in the Rangers. Anyways, let's look at his stats for this year. As you guys can see, Lafreniere has already hit a career high in points with 40 points through 66 games. We'll see what he can do throughout the rest of the season and see what number he finishes with. Could Lafreniere get to a point per game player? I think that's definitely possible. Now, do I think he's going to be like a 100-point superstar? I don't think so. So I don't really know whether to buy, sell, or hold Lafreniere. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I think if you can get one for a good price, I don't think it's a terrible buying opportunity, to be honest, because he still has that potential. He's still pretty young, so I wouldn't hate buying, but you got to get it for the right price. And speaking of price, taking a look at his graph now, we can see about a month ago, one sold for 70 USD. Recently, they're selling around 100 plus USD, 103, 115 USD. Now, I think if you can get one for under 100 USD, like maybe around 75, I think that's a great buying opportunity because like I said, there is upside with Lafreniere. Just know he could fall off a cliff at any point because he hasn't really proven himself yet. Well, proven himself to be a superstar, that is. He's proven himself to be a top 6 forward and a capable NHL player. But to have hobby value, you need to be really a superstar. And yeah, I don't think it's a guarantee with Lafreniere. So yeah, be careful. All right, coming up next at our number 3 spot is a guy who's had a very quietly good season and kind of a breakout year. It's Egor Sharangovich of the Calgary Flames. Now, Egor Sharangovich isn't the biggest name, but if he's been a bright light in a very darkly dim season for the Calgary Flames. Yeah, out of all the stuff that's happened with Calgary this year, I think Sharangovich is the one thing they can point to him and say, that's a success. He did well and gives Flames some hope for the future. I honestly think it's going to be a a long time before the Flames are a real contender again. And for that, I'm a little hesitant on Sharangovich's cards long term, but he's looked good. Sharangovich this year reached a new career high in points with 49 points in 66 games. We'll see what he ends up finishing with. And he's one of the top offensive weapons for this Calgary Flames team since trading away Elias Lindholm. And yeah, like I said, with the Flames, I think it's going to be a lot of youth in the future. I think Sharangovich is going to continue to be a big part of this offense going forward. Now, does that give him a ton of hobby upside? Not really. I think this is a good selling opportunity because his cards are up right now. Either that or you're holding for the long term, but I really don't think there's a ton of long-term upside with Sharangovich. As you can see by looking at the graph, his PSA 10 Young Guns have almost doubled over the last month, and they're still not worth a ton, like 48 USD. I would think this is a good selling opportunity in my opinion. I could understand a little bit if you want to hold on a little longer. Maybe he keeps his hot streak going, but I think this is another clear selling opportunity, at least in my opinion. All right, and coming in at number 2 on our list is someone that was actually just traded at the trade deadline. It is Bowen Byram of the Buffalo Sabres, and he's looked good ever since he's arrived in Buffalo. I was kind of skeptical at first when I first saw the trade about him having any card value in the future because I thought he'd be playing behind guys like Dahlin and Power, but no, he's a big part of this Buffalo Sabres decor, at least so far, and he's looked good in the early games, and we'll see if he can keep it up. Just looking at his stats since arriving in Buffalo, 5 points in 4 games, pretty solid. His time in Colorado this year, 20 points in 55 games. Nothing crazy, but of course he's the 4th defenseman in that depth chart, and I thought he'd be like the 3rd defenseman behind Power and Dahlin, but it seems like he's the number 2. Him and Dahlin playing together, they look pretty good. And yeah, Bowen Byram, I think the future looks good for him. I think you could buy his cards low if you can get a good price on them, but like I've said in the past, when a Young Guns is on a different team, like his picture's Colorado, Buffalo collectors always don't want to collect his cards because his rookie cards are on a different team. So do keep that in mind if you're going to purchase any Bowen Byram cards. I was actually at the Sabres game yesterday with Byram playing, and yeah, I thought he looked pretty good. It was a fun time. I'll throw up some footage on screen now. I thought Byram looked very impressive on the Sabres as well. I thought Zach Benson played spectacular. I think he's going to be a real superstar in the NHL. Like, he played a spectacular game on Thursday, and yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. Definitely Benson and Byram were the 2 standouts for me. But yeah, I thought Tage looked very slow, but that's a conversation for another day. Let's keep going with the list. Taking a look at Byram's graph, we can see that he's going straight up, right around 79 USD right now. I still think there's room to buy with Byram. Now, I don't know how quickly you're gonna be able to flip that. You might have to wait till next year or 2. I do think this is a decent selling opportunity. I don't think there's a wrong choice with Byram right now, and yeah, I kind of like Bowen Byram overall. All right, and finally coming at number 1, it's gonna be Connor. You thought I was going to say Bedard, didn't you? It is Connor McDavid. Yeah, Connor McDavid's Young Guns have gone up a ton over this last month. And yeah, it's been something. He's been playing out of his mind. And I don't think it's ever a bad time to buy McDavid. I don't think it's ever a bad time to hold McDavid. I don't think it's ever a bad time to sell McDavid. You really can't go wrong with his cards. It's kind of just your preference. Now, there's not much to say about McDavid that hasn't been said already. He put up 153 points last year. He's already got 106 points this year. Now, how much can he get this year? I don't know. I don't think he's going to get 153 again, but still, he's a generational talent. There's not much to say that hasn't been said already. Never a bad time to buy McDavid, in my opinion. So yeah, let's take a look at the graph and see how much he's actually gone up. As you can see, over the last month, McDavid's had a steady climb upwards, and one recently sold for $3,333 USD. And yeah, I think this trend continues, especially the Oilers going on a playoff run. Definitely could continue to go up. Could drop off really quick, though, if they get eliminated. That's just how these work. And yeah, McDavid, I think it's always not a bad idea to have some McDavid cards. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments below if I missed anyone, as always. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like on it. It really helps me out a lot, helps me grow the channel. Subscribe if you're brand new, completely free. Change your mind anytime. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.